So Sleeping Warrior makes an interesting claim in his latest video.
The assertion by the guy exploring the plane was incorrect, and he makes a further claim that if the Earth was flat, this would be how big the tower would need to be. And you can tell straight away that this is clearly wrong. He's clearly done something wrong in his maths. And I found out, I had a quick skid through this, and I can see where he's got it wrong. He says you can rearrange those formulas so that instead of giving it an elevation and a distance, the two key things that we know, you can give it the angle and the distance, and that'll give you the elevation. Well, we know the elevation. This is where he's gone wrong, but I don't want to go too much into his maths. I just want to show you that with some basic skills here, you can demonstrate that his maths is obviously wrong. I mean, nobody thinks that should be what it looks like on a flat plane. Oh my.
Well, that's very interesting, because what I did after hearing that idiotic claim was I set up a 2-scale model in Blender of, well, what that would look like on a flat plane. So what we have is a flat plane. It's just the basic Blender plane that I've made green, and it's 300,000 meters times 300,000 meters, I believe. There's a lot of zeros there anyway. And we have this cube, which represents the Blackpool Tower. As you can see, it's that far away from the observer, which is at the center line, and it's that tall, which is equal to that tallness here. It doesn't mean it's 58.1 meters above ground. It means it's level to the plane, or aligned to the plane exactly. And then we have this cube, which represents the mountain. And to note that none of the widths in this entire thing are correct. The heights are correct, however. I got those from Wikipedia. As you can see here, you can verify them yourselves. Everything is in meters. And then we have the camera, which is at the elevation specified, 90.83 meters, which is, I believe 298 feet if you decide you want to use a stupid imperial system, which is weird for someone who's from England to do, by the way. It maybe just shows your mental prowess. So anyway, this is what we see. We can't really see much useful information from the viewport here, so let's render it in a bit higher resolution. And there we go. That's the Blackpool Tower, just the height of it, and that's the height of the mountain on a flat plane. As you can see, the plane extends beyond the square we're using to represent the mountains in the background. And if we were to compare this to the image that you were just commenting on, oops, that was not intentional, let's do that. Then you would notice that it actually aligns quite perfectly to the expectations. It aligns very perfectly to the expectations. Actually, this is approximately a little bit more than 2 times as tall on the screen. So, what did you say again?
Basic skills here, you can demonstrate that his maths is obviously wrong. I mean, nobody thinks that should be what it looks like on a flat plane. Wrong. I mean, nobody thinks that should be what it looks like on a flat plane. Thinks that should be what it looks like on a flat plane. Thinks that should be what it looks like on a flat plane.
QED.